All right. So don't swear because I'm recording and you're good to go. Okay. So we have our Visual Studio's code set up. It's running our program where we can do all our fun stuff with it. And like we have, if I do developers tools, dev tools, do a console, it will do, when I started, it starts doing the time up here. And we get our reading out here. Every 5 seconds it's going to update.
Are we just not doing the...
We are. Let me...
No, I'm asking, are we not going to have the badge and the first name, last name input?
If you want to, you can, but no, don't worry, have to do the authorization. Okay. So we have this all set up. It's good to go. We've got that all set up. Okay. So now, looking at our Visual Studio's code, I want to make a list. So I'm going to go to Notepad, Notepad++. I'm going to open up a Notepad. And on this Notepad, I'm going to write all the files that I need and where they're located. Okay? What's the first file I need? Index. Yep, index is probably the most important, right? And I'm just going to put, I'll just put index, because that's in the top directory, right? What else do I need?
The JS file?
Yep, the functions that are UAT. I have in this class, I called it UAT functions. .js. What else do I need?
The style sheet.
Yep, the style sheet, style 1.css. What else do I need?
Data loader.
Data logger.
Loader. The
loader. Oh, it's loader. Okay, cool.
The PNG file. For the
Yep. We need that one. That one is actually under images, right?
And then the sound.
Yep. Absolutely. And we need the sound. us.lab-background. .mp3. Excellent. All right. Do we need any other files?
I don't think so.
Nope. That's all of them, right? Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to minimize that window. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go into glitch. So let me get out of here. Let me get out of this one. Out of this one. I'm going to open up a new glitch window. So glitch. Okay. Now last week on Wednesday, we finished our online one, right? Our weather program. So let's open that one up. So I'm going to go down here to my projects. And this is the Monday, Wednesday. So Dirt September is the one that I've used the most part. So let's do Dirt September. Okay. And I'll go ahead and do edit product or project. Okay. Now, if we look at it, right in this, we have all our stuff in this public, and we have like images here, and we have scripts here, and we have styles here, okay? And then if we do our show, it'll show our web app, right? Okay, so we have all that cool stuff. It looks good. The problem is we don't want the weather app. We want to create our own app with our own page, right? So, but we want to use some of the stuff that the weather app has. So, what are we going to do? We're going to take this background, take this setup, and adapt it to ours. But I don't want to get rid of this one, right? Because this one works. So I'm going to make a copy. So I believe I can go to, is it share? No. You know what it is? I go back up to glitch. And I do, can I click on it? Yeah, I can click on it. Is there a way that I can do?
Go down more.
Is it down more? Yeah. Remix. Going to remix. Okay. So we're going to do a remix because we're going to change it. First thing I want to do, I want to change the name down here to, I want to get rid of the git cloning. And instead I'm going to say UAT space, and then I want to do, UAT space project. Okay. Now, next thing I want to do is this README file is all wrong, isn't it? It's still doing the weather app, but we don't want to do the weather app. Yep, the problem is we can't modify this, right? If I do like deletes or stuff, we can't do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of it. So you click on the three dots and do a delete. Okay? And then you do new file, and you do all caps, readme, and the lowercase .md. And then I'm going to say, this is my UAT space app modified from my weather. Just something to tell me where this comes from, where it comes from and where it's going. Okay? I don't know if I want to do a format. I don't want to do format. What does that do? Just make stars? Okay, either way.
Maybe it's like word wrap or something.
Yeah, it must be something like that. Okay, learn more. Wait, what does it do? Oh, it cleans up like the spaces and stuff.
Oh.
So that's why. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know it did that. All right. So we have that. That's fine. Now, if I go to public, there's a couple of things we got to do. First of all, this index.html. This is for our weather app, right? We don't want this, do we?
No.
No, because we have our own index.html.
But this thing's been turned out with me.
We do, but we have the original copy, right? This is a copy of it. So let's get rid of this. I'm gonna do a delete.
Make the whole thing?
Well, the index.html. Okay. Is there anything else that has the same name as what we do? Nothing on here, right?
Everything else should have a different name.
Everything else should have a different name. Do we need like all these icons and stuff? Probably not. We'll mess with that later. I don't want to get too involved. So first thing we want to do, we want to upload our index.html, right? So we go to new file, we go to upload a file, and wherever you have your index.html, in my case it's Monday, Wednesday, class 2.
Should we rename it index if it's not called index, or is it okay to leave it?
I would rename it index.
Just 'cause
I'll
everybody's
show you.
referencing it?
Yeah, I'll show you where we set it. But yeah, if it's not named index, I would name it index.html. Okay. Now the only problem with this index.html is it's not inside my public, is it?
No.
The other ones were inside public, but this isn't. So how do I move it? You click on the 3 dots. We can't like move it. We have to copy it and then move it, or then delete the original. So I'm going to do duplicate, and you get rid of this copy because we don't want it to be a copy, and we want public slash public slash index HTML. Okay.
Delete the one that's outside.
Yep. And then once you get it copied, then do the 3 dots and do a delete. So we only have the one on the inside. Okay. The next thing we need, so actually to kind of cover myself so I know I'm going in the right direction, I'm going to do this. Okay. I need my UAT functions next. So file, upload a file, UAT functions. Okay. The problem with that is it's once again in the wrong spot. So let's do the same thing, duplicate, or duplicate, I guess it would be. And yeah, I know it's got a bunch of red in it. That's okay. Okay? Once you duplicate it, get rid of the original.
Wait, you can just do the rename instead of duplicate.
Oh, yeah, you can do that too. Absolutely. Guess I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, absolutely. So what we can do, we can go new file, upload a file, and go to data loader, open data loader, and then do the rename. Well, let us just type public in front.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. So we do that one. And so I got data loader. So UAT functions is done. Data loader's done. We need style1.css. So upload a file, style1.css. Do a rename.
Is that one public as well?
Yep, they're all public except for when we get to the later ones, but that's okay. Public / style1.
Would you want to put that with the styles folder?
If you want to. I'm just doing the main one because I had in the main one before. But if you want to put the styles one, or the style folder, you can. We just got to modify it further down. Okay? So we have those two, or we have those. Let me modify this. Okay? Now, we got to do our US lab background.mp3. Okay? So let's get that one in here. New file, upload a file, US lab background. The only problem is it moves it into this asset folder. Not a big deal. Just leave it in the asset folder, okay? And the next one, we need to move another one in there. If we go upload a file, and we go, it's in the images, we do UAT space. We can upload that. It automatically uploads it to asset. Not a big deal. We'll work with that, okay? So just move those into assets. Now, if we look, what we want is we want to make sure that everything is in the right spot, okay? So what I have, if you look at mine, my index.html, oh, yeah, go to index.html, my script source, UAT functions.js, UAT functions.js. It's fine. If you wanted to move it into scripts, you could do that and just put scripts in front of UAT functions.js. So if you want to, you can say, let's say we want to do this one, and we want to do rename, and we want to do and just put the scripts in there. Then it'll move it into the scripts, okay? Which is fine. The only problem is we have to be sure to change it here. Okay? So if you want to move into scripts, you can. If you do, just change it here. If you don't want to, that's fine too. Okay? I'm going to do it for both of these just because I think it looks nice. So data loader, that's another JavaScript file. Yeah, I know there's a lot of red. No big deal. Remember, the scripts goes between public and the name, not after. Okay? And the style, if you want to, oh, yeah, let me. And if we want to do style sheet, we can do our style sheet too, if you want to. Okay.
You have to change it in the.
Yep. Yeah, if we ever move it around, we have to change it inside the index.html.
Wait, I thought you put it in style.
Oh yeah, I did. Style. Yep.
Styles.
It's styles.
Styles. Yep. There we go. Should be good. Capital. Oh, is that a capital L or is that a lowercase L? It's a lowercase. It's just a weird scripting language, but it's lowercase. Okay. So it should be good, right? Absolutely. Okay. And make sure, so you've got your indexes all set up. Things are in the right directory. Make sure they're in the right directory. If they're not, it's going to complain.
Do we have to put public in front of it when we're doing the script source?
We shouldn't because public is the
It's the
normal
main
higher one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now the other thing we have to do is we have to deal with these assets, right? Because we didn't do anything with that. So we go into assets. Let's look at the space mission first. If you click on the picture, it'll give you a place where it's located. Just do a copy. Okay? Once you do the copy, then go back to your index.html, and where we put the picture, which in our case is in this tabletop, get rid of this inside the quotes, and instead put your paste your site where it's kept. Okay? So we did that for this. Now, how about sound? Where's the sound file going to be kept?
And UAT function.
Exactly. So we go to UAT functions, and yeah, I know there's a lot of red. That's okay. If we go down to, should be the my sound. Where's the my sound? Oh, there it is. Here it is. Yep, absolutely. So we're down at the bottom. The problem is I need that source, that copy. So I go to assets. I choose US Live background. I do a copy. Perfect. And then I go to index, and it's down, or not index. I'm sorry. UAT functions, and I just paste it inside here. Okay. Yeah, I know it's ugly. Yeah, I know it does. It's not a lot of fun, but it works, right?
We'll find out.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So now we have all that stuff in there, right? We have that set up. We have our scripts. We have our styles. We don't have our images because we didn't do the images. We kept it separate. Now let's look at this manifest. Okay? Now what the manifest is it's something that the progressive web app uses to help explain itself. Okay? So instead of weather, I'm going to call it UAT space. And you can call it whatever you want. UAT space, I'm going to say PWA for progressive web app. For the short name, I'm just going to call it UAT space. You know what? I'm not going to put a space in here. I don't think the space matters, but I'm going to have no spaces just to make sure. Now, do we need all these icons?
No.
Nope. Although, well, let's see what these icons are.
We need one though.
Yeah, because it needs one to help explain it. You know what?
They're the same icon but bigger and bigger.
Is there a way, I haven't done this yet, but is there a way to do, this is PNG, and what's our conversion we want? Oh, it is PNG.
Yeah.
So it's a straight conversion, right?
So that'd be the icon if we download the app.
Yep, exactly.
So we can't just replace all of them.
Well, yeah. But we got to move it into a directory, right? Or we got to list it. So what we can do, we'll try this and see if it works. If we go to UAT space,
40 by 240.
yeah, that's okay. Well, it'll only have one icon. Hopefully it'll work. If it doesn't, maybe it'll squeeze it down. Okay, we go to manifest, thank you. And we do a 240 by 240. X240. I haven't done this yet, so I don't know if it'll work, but hey, let's try it. And for our source, let's do our paste. Okay? And we only want one icon.
Which source is that?
This is the one for my UAT space. This one. I just did a copy. Okay. So I go back to manifest. We need that one. Do we need any of the other ones?
No.
No. So I'm going to go from the comma. I'm going to delete everything up into the square bracket, not including the square bracket.
Wait, so everything under type, pretty much? Other than first type?
Yeah. Once we get our first one in, we get rid of all the other ones. Okay? Next, we have our start URL. This is where if you wanted to name it something else, you could. If you wanted to name it something weird, you could do it something weird. But normal best practices, index.html is your landing.
Pretty much everybody's going to use index.
Yeah, for their landing point.
Okay.
Absolutely. But if you wanted to change it, you could.
Mine was just UAT space mission
Yep,
since
yep.
we started. So
Yep.
I just switched it in.
Okay, cool. And then display standalone and all the other stuff. Okay, so we've got this all fixed up.
So do we need to delete all the previous icons and images and stuff since we won't
Well,
be using any of them?
It's not going to hurt us right now. I don't want to get us too involved. You know, I want to see if it works before I get into deleting stuff and messing things up. Because the more steps we make, the more likely it is not going to work.
Sure.
So, okay. So I've got all those. I've got all those. You know, we don't have the offline fixed yet. We don't have service worker fixed up, but that's okay. We do have the index, so we're good with that. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it a try. So I'm going to go to Show in a new window. Now, mine works fine. Yours might not. It might give you the weather app. If it does, go to your Dev Tools and get rid of your, it's under Application, get rid of your storage, your site data. And then reload it.
No.
Okay, you messed something up. You put something in the wrong spot. Like you know, I did the naming here. All these in my index. What happened is you messed up like this one, or you messed up this one, or this one. Or
I didn't move them around.
or you have copy after one of these. Did you write? Does it still say copy after it?
No, I left them all on the.
Okay, we'll take a look and see.
Do I have to put public in front of it?
You can. I didn't put it, but if you wanted to, you can. It's not going to hurt anything to put public. Okay. So what we have these. We have those in the right positions. Everything's set up with that for most of us, but not all of us. So what we have to do now is and actually, I'm going to save this for Wednesday. For those who are to this point, you're good to go for today. For those who are not, I'll come around and we'll talk about it and get stuff to work for you. And then Wednesday, or if you want to mess around with it today to get a handle on it, what we need to do is we need to add our install language. Okay, remember on our other one, if I go back to the first thing, the Dirt September, if we look at our index.html, okay, this stuff isn't important, so that doesn't matter. This stuff isn't a big, huge deal.
Wait, so do you delete all the icons
Under
under
images or on the manifest?
on
I didn't delete any of that.
okay.
You don't have to worry about that right now. Okay? So this is fine because we have this all set up already. The manifest link, we should probably add this manifest link, right? Because we modified the manifest. So we need to add the manifest link. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to copy this. And the manifest link is up in the top. So I'm going to go back to my other one. Back to glitch. Inky Blackbird, add a project. And up in the top, I'm going to add my link reference to manifest.
Up with the script.
Yep. And it doesn't have to be before. You can do it after too. Doesn't matter.
But it's like before your body.
Yep, exactly. Before all the other stuff gets going on. All right, so we go back to glitch. What other stuff do we have to worry about in the index to HTML? We got the manifest. I would add the iOS meta tags and icons. Although, yeah, I would do that too. You know what's probably a good idea? Is instead of doing that, I would highlight the whole thing. So highlight like this code lab and do that. And actually do that for the link manifest too. So I would have probably highlighted the whole thing.
Includes the comments now?
Yes, because it'll include the comments. So you know where things are. Why things are the way they are. Back to glitch. Inky Blackbird, add a project. And then instead of just having this link reference by itself, I'll do that. Now the one thing I do need to change is this weather PWA. I'm going to change the name to UAT space PWA. All right, and for the link reference, we're going to get rid of the images icon reference. And what are we going to replace it with?
That same link.
Yep, that assets, right? Assets, the picture link. You got it. You were right. And then we go back to index. We put that in there. Okay. We don't want that simple weather app anymore. We want UAT space app. Okay. We got our function loader. Yeah, we're good with that. Okay. What other stuff do we need to add? Let's go back to glitch. If we go back to Dirt September. So we have those. We don't need to do all the header and body stuff because we have all that for ours.
There's some install scripts and the service work on the bottom of the
Yep.
index.
Exactly, we need to do those. So nothing in the middle we have to worry about. But at the very end, we have an install script and we have a register service worker. So let's go ahead and copy that.
Do we need the 2 lines above that though? The script source things?
Well, what are those scripts used for? What's this app.js used for?
I guess that all of the JavaScript.
Well, we'll look at, okay? So app.js, what is that? So we'll go to scripts.
That's for all the weather information.
That's where all the weather app stuff, the JavaScript for the weather are.
Yeah.
Do we need to reference that? No, we don't need that. Luxon, our web app worked fine without the Luxon, right? So do we need Luxon?
No.
No, probably not. But that's okay. Good question. Now, one thing you wait. Control Z. One thing you do need is you do need it all the way through script. So make sure you include the last script. You know, like this one down here, make sure you include that. So from code lab, add install script, all the way down to the end script, and we'll put it at the end of our index.html. So Inky Blackbird, edit project, and we'll go down to the very end. And before the end of body, we'll put it in here. Okay? One thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make it look nice, and I was making it look nice before. A quicker way, format this file.
You can't until you get up with all that.
Oh, because of all the thread things. Oh, that's stupid. Okay. Well, instead of that, I'm just going to clean it up. Okay.
Yeah, once a bunch of like double quotes on things.
Yeah. There's a lot of.
You select it and then click button, it'll do that section.
Oh yeah. That would probably work. I just did the click it, but yeah. Oh, it'll still complain. So, but I just clicked it, hit the tab twice, and it fixed it. Put it in the right spot. Okay. So we got this index.html fixed. Okay. Let's see where we're at. I'm gonna get rid of this one. All right. I know we've got a bunch of red, but it doesn't seem to affect us. So let's go ahead and start it. Okay. The start here. That seems to be working. Yep.
Mine's still doing the weather app.
Okay, did you delete your cache or whatever?
Oh, wait.
You got to make sure that you're not loading and that you're loading the correct app. So it seems to work good. Yes, sir.
So I have the install weather thing for my PWI, but for some reason I don't have the install button.
Yes, and we're going to get to that right now. If you go to more tools, developer tools, and go to audits, and run your audits. It'll run the audits for you, and then it'll complain. And what it's saying should be, although it says the RESTful web app, all this meta stuff isn't there like it's supposed to. Oh, it does say it's installable. Okay, so it just needs there's probably something else that needs to be figured out. But we're gonna fix that on Wednesday because this is due Wednesday.
Okay.
But yeah, it should be all green. I don't know why the blue's there. Probably for this manifest, a PNG icon. Yeah. So it just takes a little messing around. We'll get it to go.
Got a UAT icon.
Yep. Excellent. So, but yeah, that's it. We'll continue this on Friday or on Wednesday. Go from
there
there.
it is. What the fuck? Now it's here.
Oh, it did show up. Okay, cool.
Apparently.
Okay, you know what? Maybe it said clear that cache. Did you do the cache button?
No.
Okay.
Like,
I cleared the cache and it still took me to the weather app.
Okay. Yeah, there's something going on with yours.
I don't know. I mean, like, it has the install button now.
So if I clear slate data, and then I do a reload.
The fuck?
Nope, I still on my button. It'll take some messing around.
I
That's
didn't
all.
have a button. I just did it when you did the 3 dots to get to more tools. It just had the install under that.
Oh, it does have that here.
Yeah, I just have the button.
Just not the button. So, but we want to get the button, so we'll do it. We'll fix it. We'll get it figured out.
So in this like situation, would you typically use Studio Code to test it before you put it on something like this?
You can.
Oh.
The problem with glitch is glitchy. It's effed up, you know.
Okay.
I would use Visual Studio Code because we're using made tools. We're using JavaScript. We're using HTML. We're using CSS. So they're well-known established things. with Glitch, it takes these well-known things and mixes it with progressive web app. So I wouldn't, unless you really want to, you can use Glitch to start from beginning to end. But Glitch is glitchy. Weird stuff's going to happen, and I wouldn't want to spend all my time and get caught on something stupid and realize it's something stupid and not something real.
I guess what I mean is like, how do you take stuff from Visual Studio Code and make an actual website at that point? Is that when you're actually like, creating the website?
If you want to make an actual website, okay, what you do with that is you don't. Okay, so you gotta keep your stuff somewhere. Okay, yes, sir.
Yeah, mine's not working at all.
Okay, I'll almost with you next.
Oh, so you can help them.
Okay.
Mine's not related to
Yeah, I mean, but real quick, so if you have like Google website hosting.
Yeah, is that when you get like your domain name and
Yep.
stuff?
Yep, like I do here.
I've never actually gotten one to see what it looks like when you start with nothing. I've only used like
Yeah,
website builders and stuff like that.
hosting. So like for mine, if we do this, okay, and if we look at this, like I have a website on here.
Oh, okay.
So if we look at that, it should bring it up. And I agree, yeah, I'm good with that. Okay.
Okay, there it is.
And then when you do this, then you've got like you've got different sites. And like for mine, what I did is I have a Raspberry Pi at home. I have one. Where do I do the link? Yeah, I don't want that. There's like what I did is I bought a specific I bought a web name through Google Online Services.
Okay.
But all I did is bought the name, and then what it does is it references. I have a Raspberry Pi at home, and I reference my home IP address.
Okay.
So it goes to that Raspberry Pi and gets you information.
That'd be like your server.
Yep. That's
So your Raspberry
that's
Pi
my
is your
server.
server.
Exactly, because it's like I think I pay like $12 a year
Oh, that's not bad.
for the website name. But if I wanted them to host it, then it's like $10 a month. I'm like, like $12 a year, not a big deal.
Yeah, and they have like limits on
Then
it too, like you
well,
have X amount of.
Yeah, sometimes, but not always. But it's like the $10 a month. That's $120 a year.
Yeah.
That's a little more expensive.
Versus 12.
Yeah, versus 12, and I get to mess around